Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a reading today on what is blocking your soul connection currently. So obviously, if you're watching this video based on the title, your connection seems to be in some sort of distress. So we're going to see what Spirit wants us to know today in regards to what might be standing in the way, as well as some advice on how to deal with this. So just take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. Decks I'll be using here today are all created by myself and will be listed for purchase down below. Today's Orgonite is called the Evil Eye Protection Pyramid, created by Michelle from Wing and Bell. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's take a look and see what is the first message in regards to what Spirit wants us to know with what is currently blocking the connection. We're going to go into my Spirits of Darkness and Light Divination deck. All right, what does Spirit want us to know in regards to what is blocking our soul connection currently? Okay, so we have Spirit of Communication. Seems to be that communication is blocked right now. Maybe somebody has sent a message. Could be you, could be your person. Some kind of message was sent. Maybe someone else blocked you for messaging this person. So that could be another thing that's being blocked. But we have love letter, email, text, and phone call. So Spirit of Communication means that it seems to be blocked right now. Now, it doesn't actually have to be like someone blocked you, but it could just be that, we feel like we can't message someone. We feel like we can't speak to someone. They're either not listening, they're not getting it, or they've asked us to no longer communicate. That could be it too. Or maybe you don't want to hear from this person. It's like you love them, but whenever you guys talk or speak, it just seems to go sideways. So that could be a challenge as well. So let's go ahead and get a couple of tarot cards here on this communication energy. This is my Twin Flame Journey Tarot. What do we need to know about this communication? Okay, so we do have the Six of Pentacles, equality. I feel like the block is that there's not an equal exchange, meaning some of you feel like this person is either not giving back to you in an equal measure, or maybe you feel like you can't give to them in an equal way right now. But there seems to be this reciprocal energy that's not there. It seems to be lacking. It's like somebody can't fully show up. Somebody can't fully give of themselves at this time. So they could be withdrawing from communicating to you. So it's kind of like that action of not communicating to you is kind of letting you know that I'm just not able to show up completely. I'm not available in some way. But I feel like you could have blocked communication or pulled back from this person because they were not showing up. They weren't putting in the time and effort that you were putting into it. Yeah, it's a defense mechanism. Seven of Wands means like we're standing up for ourselves. We're just like, you know what? That doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good that I'm putting in all this effort and time and I'm not really getting anything back. So I'm going to protect myself and I'm going to either block you or stop communicating with you. So I think that sometimes that is a good thing because it does show people where we stand. It shows people that they can't just come and go whenever they please or just do the bare minimum. We're just not going to deal with it. We're not going to keep messaging them. So if some of you guys right now feel challenged or blocked right now from communication, it may be that ride it out. It might be that this is the best thing right now. Maybe there needs to be some silence. Yeah, it's more peaceful, I feel, right now. Six of Swords, it says tranquility head. This Six of Swords is about being in choppy waters and wanting to basically go towards dry land. So this has been a real rocky situation I'm getting here. And, any kind of communication right now could be very tumultuous. No, that's not the right word. I can't even think how to say that word. You know what I'm talking about. It's just very crazy. So that right there is a problem. Communication right now could be problematic, and it might be to wait it out, meaning maybe right now isn't the best time to communicate. Maybe when you guys get to the other side of this situation that you'll be able to communicate better. Tumultuous. Damn it, I can't say that word. I'm going to have to figure out how to say that word afterwards. I don't know why I can't say it. Yeah, that's it. So this is our first message from Spirit about the challenge here, the current blockage, it seems, and the advice surrounding that situation, which is maybe wait for better timing. maybe right now would not be the right time to reach out. Or if you did, or if like, let's just say you're waiting for someone to, return your phone call. If it's not happening right now, kind of take it as a message from spirit that maybe this is kind of for your own protection. It might be the best thing for a little bit of a break in communication. That's just what I'm seeing here. All right, let's go into my Divine Feminine healing cards and just get a little bit of advice here for this whole situation. We have I'm a Goddess, body talk. So the way that we talk, okay, is through action. Also words, like sometimes no words, that communicates something. The talk, the way that you allow other people to treat you, right? It says a lot. So I do feel if you're watching this video, you may have gotten fed up. You may have gotten to a point where you're just like, I'm tired of hitting this brick wall. And so I am a goddess. I deserve more. I know that I'm worth more. This is speaking volumes to this person and your situation, okay? And they might not be getting it right now, okay, like this, but eventually this is going to make for better communication later on, because there's nothing worse, right, than when we really want to talk to someone and we really want to work something out. It seems like our ego gets the best of us and we push and push, or we chase and chase, or we send message after message. I've done this before. Oh my gosh, I did this once and it was just a horrible experience when I think back on it. Like, I can't believe I just kept calling over and over and over again. And I just remember, this is like way, way back in the day. We're talking like 2000 and, oh God, what year was that? 2001? Yeah, somewhere around there, like 2001. So it was a very long time ago. I was dating this guy and it wasn't really a relationship. It was a situationship. And he was supposed to like come over to this barbecue that I was at, but he was somewhere else at some other party. And he kept telling me that he was going to be on his way. And then like a half hour would go by and I was like, hey, where are you? And he's like, I'll be leaving soon. And I swear it was like I was on repeat, like every half hour I would just keep calling and calling. And finally he just flipped out. He clearly didn't want to come over. He clearly was blowing me off, but I just kept getting sucked into this. I need. And it was just so repulsive, not only to him, but it was repulsive to myself. And I lost total control. So it's just like, sometimes it's hard to do. Yes. But we just pull back and realize that the way that sometimes we're communicating, it's not really in alignment with, like how we want to be treated kind of thing. So if some of you guys are experiencing that current challenge right now, where you're just like, man, I'm really just losing myself in this. I'm really, calling too much, or I'm just waiting around for this person to call me back. I feel like right now, for whatever reason, it could just be the right time to take a break and, try to kind of get into that tranquil energy of just accepting it for now and realizing that maybe this communication will come and flow to you in a more natural way at a later date or something like that. So that seems to be the message here. Interesting. Let me know if that resonates in the comment section down below for some of you guys. Okay, so what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know about this challenging situation? Let's go into my Cosmic Contracts, the Ties That Bind deck. What else could be challenging to us right now when it comes to this soul communication or soul connection in like a blocked state or just a challenged state? Okay, interesting. Some of us, just take it if it resonates, some of us may want to really help someone. We may feel like, gosh, I just want this person to know that I care. I want this person to know that I'm there for them. If someone has said, I don't want to hear from you, I don't want you to contact me, and yet we're still, I just want to be your friend. I just want to check in, make sure that you're okay. Sometimes the best thing you could possibly do is just give someone space, right? But to me, this is also telling us that, are we helping ourselves, right? Let's help ourselves out. Let's try to figure out, how can I be here for myself? And I think just as a natural empath and giver that I am, I do run into this problem a lot, right? Where I, I'm always thinking about what I can do for other people instead of how can I take care of myself. I seem to be last on the list a lot. And then when I become cranky or irritable or tired or just like totally exhausted, that's because I didn't take care of me. So, Spirit uses me and where I'm at sometimes on my journey, or the things that I've struggled with, to connect with my audience. Just because I give you guys these messages doesn't mean that I've got it all figured out. Sometimes I'm going through these things myself too. So this is just, if it's resonating, great. If not, don't worry. But I just feel like this message is coming through because maybe we really do want to reach out. Maybe we really do want to help someone. But sometimes, people can really turn on you, or not want that, or even want to hear from you, or want to deal with you sometimes. And that's just because they don't want to change. They don't want to help themselves. And so sometimes the answer is we just need to instead take that energy and turn it inward on ourselves, right? So I feel like there's a message about that. All right, let's see what else we need to know here. Let's go into my Signs from Spirit Love Oracle. Well, we have Rocket, Voyage. I like this because this is about going up, right? It's about takeoff. And so I like this because this is about distance. This is about, elevating yourself, going higher. If people don't want to take our hand in a situation, sometimes the best thing that we can do is just say, okay, I respect that, but I'm going to keep doing my thing. I'm going to keep moving forward. When you're ready, obviously, you'll let me know, kind of thing. But I'm, going to still continue to rock it and do the things that I need to do, etc. So I think that that's a great attitude to have here. And I think that sometimes when we just let people kind of figure things out or come to their own conclusions, a lot of the times they actually end up coming back. So if that's your goal, that you really like this person to come back, that might be exactly what the situation needs, is you just kind of let go. Sometimes when we let go of other people's energy, they feel it, they sense it, and then they are like, I wonder what happened to, you. Then they get curious, and then they reach out. So that could be a helpful situation as well. All right, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is a slow energy, right? It gives us time to kind of evaluate things and think about things and really figure out what we want to do, right? There's no rush here. We just have an opportunity to reevaluate the situation, take a step back and go, do I want to keep going about things this way, or do I want to switch things up and do it a different way? So this is great because I feel like this is a message for the viewer, some advice for the viewer, that if, that the way that you've been handling the situation, check in with yourself, ask yourself, does this feel good? Is it helpful? Is it helping me? Is it empowering me? Or is it just, exhausting me, depleting me, causing me to feel all kinds of negative things? So sometimes when we check in with how we really, really feel and how things are really affecting us, then we can make better decisions moving forward. So some of you, your decision might be that you just decide to just kind of, separate and just kind of focus on something else and do your own thing, and allow this person to take some time and space that they need to reevaluate things. And perhaps their conclusion will be to work this out with you, will be to come back and say, hey, you know what? Thanks for allowing me that time and space. I just really needed some time to think, but you know what? I feel like I'm ready now. So that is always a possibility as well. So it's kind of like we get better results when sometimes we just let go of the reins and we stop trying to control everything, or we stop trying so hard, especially when it comes to other people. Okay, so let's see what else. Oh yeah, look at that. I love this. See, the 7 to the 8. This is a progression here. A work in progress. 8 of Pentacles means people that are working, people that are actually doing something. So the picture is coming together. It's not quite complete yet, but it's on its way. So I just feel like that is definitely advice for the viewer to, if you're really struggling with this person, instead of trying to fix it, instead of trying to take your hand and kind of put it in the situation, maybe pull your hand out and allow spirit to be your guide, help yourself, refocus, work on something within you. And this could possibly change the energy around, is what I'm seeing. Wow. Yep. Looks to me like somebody might just return. They are going to feel the energy shift. Knight of Wands is very fiery and passion. So if you feel like this person has kind of lost passion for or drive, making effort towards you in this connection, I do feel like this pullback and the shift in your energy is going to change things around and cause them to return with some interest in you. So that's what I'm seeing so far. All right. Let's see what else we need to know here. What else does Spirit want us to know? Let's go into my twin flame angel numbers. We have 999. Love that. See? Mastery of self-love has been obtained in preparation for union. So the more that we just focus on self-love and mastering ourselves, giving ourselves a helping hand, this actually prepares us for union. It prepares us for union within, so that way we can experience union outside of ourselves in another. So whatever you guys are doing right now, whatever you are struggling with, I'm getting here, it's worth it, because it's really transforming and shaping you into who you're meant to be, and to be able to experience a union with someone that you're meant to be with. So just trust and allow that Spirit is guiding you a specific way. So if you guys are seeing 9s on your journey, 9s are about, it's right before the 10. It's like, we're on the brink of some sort of completion of a cycle. We're like towards the end here. There's just like, a few more lessons in place that we need to learn, but we're almost there. I love that. We have 2211. It says visions in your third eye are coming in the form of telepathic waves from your twin flame. So some of you guys could see this person as someone that you communicate with in a psychic way, either through your dreams, or you just get you're having conversations with this individual, or you're having visions of connecting with them in another realm. So maybe right now, if you guys are in a separation or in a challenge, it's like your higher selves are communicating and connecting in this really beautiful, peaceful way. So even though maybe in the 3D world, you guys are having a difficult time, something is actually happening energetically. So, maybe just spend more time in that energy instead of trying to try so hard in the 3D world, at least for now. We have 105. Wow, your intuition is divinely guided to trust all that you're being shown at this time. So Spirit is really working with you guys right now and showing you something in your third eye or through visions or dreams about your connection with this person. So definitely pay attention to that. So we have combinations, 9s, 2s, 11s, 105, 5, 50, something like that. So, that's what we have. That's beautiful. And I think that it's just telling us again to just learn to trust, because everything that's happening right now is happening exactly the way that it should. Love it. All right. So let's just see what else Spirit wants us to know. We're going to go now into my Divine Love Inspiration counterpart messages. So because you and your person are actually communicating in the higher realms, let's take a look and see what is that communication. What are the energies that are being, kind of experienced back and forth or communicated back and forth? Let's look. Ooh, we have presence. I love this. Whether we're together or apart, I feel you with me. Wow. That just confirms, you guys, that you are experiencing your person's presence and they're experiencing your presence. You guys don't actually have to be together in the physical world in order to be together, in order to have this connection. So there's something very special here that you guys share. Very special soul connection. And we have storms. We will survive and thrive once again. So currently you guys are probably experiencing a little bit of a storm with this person, but Spirit is basically saying you guys will thrive once again. There will be an opportunity for you guys to come together in a beautiful way and experience, a positive energy. So that's great. And we have endless. I will love you until the end of time. So there is this endless love. Is that a movie? endless love, right? So that's coming to me for some reason. And they definitely went through a very, very stormy, I think the original with Brooke Shields is a little bit different than the new one that just came out. So I'm of course, speaking of the original, since I'm an 80s girl. But yeah, that movie, he ended up in like a mental institution and she was coming to visit him in the end. So it's just like, wow, that is dedication. It's getting through something. So there's something about this connection where you guys probably know that your partner either has a lot of issues or maybe you have a lot of issues, but you're willing to weather this storm because the love that you feel for this person is, you just have it. You just love this person and it's just the way that it is. And I feel like you're learning something about yourself through maybe these challenges, and maybe your person's learning as well. But pushing each other and trying to make things happen, especially when other people, are not able to already, doesn't help. It just creates more of a shitstorm. So I feel like that's really what that message is about. Spirit saying that it is time for us to just kind of pull back, weather the storm, and, enjoy the energy in a different realm for now. And obviously in the end, right, which is really endless, in the end, you and your person will thrive once again. Ooh, okay. Let's go ahead and see how else Spirit is showing up in your connection here, or what they want us to know. We have the Spirit of the Fae. I really like the Spirit of the Fae because it reminds us to, don't forget to have fun, right? Sometimes these spiritual journeys or these soul connections that really push us to heal and to examine certain things, within ourselves, it can be exhausting, right? And sometimes we forget that, to even just have fun or to live a little. So we are being asked to, spend a little bit more time doing things that we enjoy. Just because we're going through a rough period or a difficult time with this person doesn't mean that we have to kind of let that leak into all areas of our lives, okay? Yeah, because there's something that's happened here. Thorns, what do they hurt? Thorns can poke you, and that's why the word is hardship. You and this person have definitely gone through some hardships, right? But you've also gone through some good times too. And I'm just getting here that the good times are not over. The good times are not over for good. The good times they are ahead. It's just that right now it seems to be on hold. So try not to put your own happiness or your own, heart on hold, because, you're human and you're having this human experience, and, you deserve to be happy in the meantime. So try to find ways. Try not to focus so much on all that pain, right? Things don't have to be this difficult. Your life doesn't have to be this hard. You can find ways to, just lift your spirits. So look for those things. Look, even if they're small things, look for them. Yeah, we have scarcity mindset, Four of Pentacles. So Four of Pentacles is really just about our mindset. We can look at things as very hard, very traumatic, and really focus on all the doom and gloom, or we can choose to see the silver lining in situations. We can also choose to, have a little fun here and there and not make it all about just all work and no play. So Spirit is saying it's up to the individuals on how we want to deal with this. We can make this a nightmare or we can make it a dream. It's totally up to us. I love that message. We also have Spirit of the Tower. I feel like there's a lot of things that basically need to fall down, okay? Maybe you guys have already gone through a tower moment, but it says surprises, shifts, and big changes. So something really big is going to change here, and we're going to be pleasantly surprised with these shifts, but these shifts and changes they can feel very scary. So sometimes because they feel scary, we resist them. It actually just ends up making things more difficult, things harder. So it's Spirit's way of letting us know that sometimes things do hurt, and they hurt for a reason, but it's the only way that we will experience change. So not all pain, not all darkness, not all shadow is necessarily evil or bad. Sometimes things do have to happen that really push us to grow. So, and sometimes that includes letting things go, which is very difficult. Yeah, that's the key though. That's the key to unlocking. The key to unlocking here is just I'm getting this vision here of we're holding these horses, these wild horses, right? And we're trying to rein them in. We're holding the reins, and they don't want to be tamed. They don't. They want to be wild horses. So we have to let them go for a while. But it's like, I'm just getting here that is the surprise, is that this wild horse will return. So that's a specific message for somebody out there. Yeah, we have the Knight of Swords, decisive action. So if you have been dealing with someone who's been very decisive, wishy-washy, but back and forth, getting here, let them go. Let them go. Let them find their way. Let them crash and burn. Not literally, but let them crash and burn. Let them come to their own conclusions. Because I just remember when I was younger, I thought my parents were absolutely, they didn't know shit. They didn't know anything. I knew everything. Sometimes you have to just learn in your own way. It's like a child that will not grow unless they go through their own experiences. So that I feel is just key in this situation. I really do. And we have Spirit of Saint Nicholas. Love that. So this is like, the assistance or the generosity or the gift that you can, give. It's like the gift that you can give to yourself, and the gift that you can give to this person is to just, do what's best for yourselves at that time. And it's not like in a selfish way. It's just in a very healthy, loving way for the selves. You can lovingly say no. You can lovingly say, I just need to do something. People can lovingly say these things. It doesn't have to be this, it doesn't have to be like a drama, or it doesn't have to be, so hard. It does feel that way, yes, but sometimes when someone says no, like a parent says no to a child, that parent is not saying no to the child because they want to hurt the child, but they're trying to either protect the child. And I am getting that message here that someone might be saying no to you, the viewer, and it is because they are trying to protect you. And even if they're not conscious of that, Spirit is protecting you. Because there's something about timing here. There's something about someone that's very reckless. And until they get out of that reckless stage, then you guys might just continue to be in this, I'm going to try to say that T word again. But I'm not going to do it. Relationship. So, yeah. Yeah, we have punish. Yes, of course we can. We absolutely can. We can punish people for not being ready. We can punish people all day long for, acting like jerks, saying the wrong things, doing the wrong things, betraying us. And there absolutely needs to be consequences for behaviors. Absolutely. Because if there isn't, then people don't learn, But the thing is, we have to ask ourselves, are we drinking that poison and expecting the other person to die? No, it doesn't work that way. We're the only ones that are dying on the inside. So it's about the energy that we're holding on to while we're either in this separation or this challenge with this person, right? Are we only punishing ourselves at this point? Let's just say you've decided I'm going to let this person, just kind of figure things out. But in the meantime, I'm just going to be sad and depressed, and I'm not going to live my life or do anything. You're actually punishing yourself at that point. So we're being given this gift. We're being also given this assistance from Spirit saying, you know what? Life can still be good without this situation right now. Life can still be joyous, on your own. But it's about you learning, to see that silver lining in this challenge, whatever it might be. Okay. We have Seven of Swords. Yeah, that Seven of Swords, just again, take it if it resonates. Some of you guys were lied to. Some of you guys were outright deceived. Somebody was really, really sneaky in their behavior. So it might be that this is a break that you guys need to take in order to be able to, get over this, I am not a believer that just because someone lies to you or cheats on you, that you can never forgive them and you need to be done for good. Some people are very black and white in their thinking, and that works for them, and that's fine. I have other black and white thinking with other things. But that particular thing I don't, and the reason why is because somebody very close to me, no, I'm not speaking of myself, but somebody very close to me, I saw this, and it was a big deal. It was a big deal. But when somebody is truly sorry and they get the help that they need to kind of try to figure out why they do what they do and why they operate, not everybody's willing to do that, by the way. But this person was. And to see that marriage transform before my very eyes and still continue to be strong to this day, okay, is just amazing. So where there is a will and where people are really willing to try, there is a way that things can work. So I'm not trying to say, oops, sorry about that, you guys. I'm not trying to say that all people that lie to you and deceive you, that you need to forgive them and that you need to give them a second chance. Absolutely not. Sometimes people are narcissists. They'll never freaking change. They're liars. They're just, I can't think of the word I want to use, but they're just scum. Sometimes you learn the lesson, and sometimes you go back a few times and it's very evident that they're not going to change. So I'm not making a blanket statement that everybody needs to be forgiven. But what I'm getting here is that if two people are willing, to really look at themselves and really come to a conclusion and realize, a lot of this is not about who it's being done to. It's about the person doing it, really. But taking someone back immediately with absolutely no work, taking no responsibility, taking no accountability, that doesn't work either. So sometimes we do have to put boundaries in place. Sometimes we can't just let someone back in. Sometimes there needs to be boundaries. And I feel like maybe some of you guys are experiencing this right now, where you're just not sure that you're going to be able to get through something. Maybe somebody's saying they're sorry and they're pissed at you because you won't forgive them. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's a red flag when someone does that, because to me, that tells me they're very selfish. They're not really thinking about the pain that it caused you. They're thinking about the pain that it's causing them, that they're going to actually have to change who they are, or that they're going to have to feel uncomfortable with this punishment or this repercussion. So that's a very selfish person to me. So, but then again, at the same time, how long can we punish someone? That person may have to get to a point that, let's just say after 6 months, if you still don't trust them, even though they've been, doing all the right things, that then becomes your issue. So we have to look at things in a very balanced way, But the only reason I'm bringing all this up is because there seems to be some sort of a gift in pain, as in the gift is the lesson. The gift is in forgiveness. The gift is in working on the self and coming to your own conclusions and doing that either inner child work or whatever has caused somebody to be this person. There can be this experience that you have with them that helps the two of you to grow as people. Okay. And what's kind of cool is that this was one of the first cards that came through, helping hand. That's this. The spirit of St. Nicholas is a helping hand, assistance. I am here to assist you, assistance, you see? So to me, this is telling me at the very end of this reading is that you and this person did come together in order to help each other and to assist each other in your healing. But when someone does not want to do the work, or they're just not able to see their part in things, you can't push them. You can't make them see it. All it does is just creates more strife. So sometimes the lesson is to pull back and let them come to their own conclusions, right? And, you just continue to ascend, you continue to do your thing as well, and kind of figure out, what makes you happy and, what life you want to live. So let's go ahead and end this reading with some final affirmations from Spirit. We have wishes. Love that. We have equality, which is interesting because that's the beginning of the reading here, and I'll bring it up again. And we have performance. So one of the very first cards that came through was the Six of Pentacles. Equality. That's connected. Okay. And the first message that I really got is that maybe somebody is not showing up in an equal way. So when people don't show up in an equal way, we do owe it to ourselves to say, hey, you know what? I'm sorry, but that's not going to work for me. I deserve more than that. Sometimes what people will do, and I've done this before myself, they'll go into performance mode. Oh, there's something about me that you don't want. You're not ready for a relationship. Well, let me turn on the charm. Let me try all the tricks in my bag. I'm going to make you love me. I'm going to make you want me. Okay. So there's a lot of dysfunction in that behavior as well. So some of you guys could be struggling with that. But we have wishes. This says, I trust what is meant for me will show up at the right moments in my life. This person did show up in your life for a reason at the right moment. It might just not be the right time that you guys can work things through, or that you guys can be in an equal partnership right now. That might be off right now. So we have to allow that time, and whatever, healing or, just understanding of ourselves needs to occur during that time. Now we have equality. If someone cannot reciprocate my same efforts, I do not continue to try harder. I take it as a sign that we may not be on the same page at this time. So there's time. A lot of time keeps coming through. This just tells me here that it's a timing thing, right? There's a timing thing. So we can, but let's try to not push time. Let's allow time to take place. Let's allow time to heal. Let's allow time to reveal things and reveal our next steps, okay? So then we have performance. So while we're kind of in this energy, right, of trusting spirit and somebody not being able to show up in an equal way, this might trigger this. This says, I surrender my need to people please in order to feel accepted. I am good enough just the way that I am. Some of you could be very triggered where you don't feel good enough. You feel like, this person doesn't love you because of this or because of that, or if you had this or that, then they would want you. A lot of these things could be popping up for some of you guys right now. And what I'm getting here is that allow it to pop up, because that's something within you. There's something for you to learn from that. And there's something for you to work on, because that's coming up. Okay. So I know my triggers. I know when that's coming up, I'm like, oh shit, this right here this is a black hole. Like I need to pull out of that mode of this people pleasing, or needing to say yes, or needing people to, love me and accept me, dazzle them. I already know when I'm doing it, and it's always going to be a part of me. It always will be there, but it's just learning about yourself and learning what causes it, learning the triggers, and learning when you're feeling that way on what to do and how to regulate that. So I can't really tell you guys exactly, what that is. It's going to be different for everybody, but I would definitely look into things like codependency, childhood trauma, things like that, things that can really spur this on, So anyways, you guys, that's what I have for you today. So I just wanted to kind of roll with it, just to kind of see where spirit wanted to take us today. And I'm hoping that whoever needed to hear these messages, heard them, and that it was helpful to you. So definitely let me know in the comment section down below if it resonated with you and how it resonated with you and what you guys are experiencing on your journeys. All right, you guys, thanks so much for watching. You take care. Bye-bye.